welcome to the cell's structure and function. As you know, there are two types of cells, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes don't have a nucleus, so the DNA is free in the cytoplasm. These are small, simple organisms. Bacteria are examples. Eukaryotes, on the other hand, have a nucleus that protects the DNA. They're larger and more complex. Examples of eukaryotes are plants, animals, fungi, and protista. Again, prokaryotes are simple. They have only a cell membrane, cell wall, cytoplasm with DNA and ribosomes, while eukaryotic cells are more complex, with a cell membrane, and some have a cell wall. They have a nucleus with the nucleolus and DNA, and the cytoplasm with ribosomes and a whole load of special organelles. So what is an organelle? Well, they are specialized structures with special jobs. The two main parts, the nucleus, which is an organelle, and cytoplasm. Cytoplasm includes cytosol, the gel-like substance that fills the cell, and many organelles. Let's take a look at some eukaryotic organelles right now. The nucleus houses the DNA. The DNA contains chromosomes, which have plans for everything in the cell, and they're passed on to the next generation. The nucleolus is also in the nucleus, and its job is to make ribosomes. Okay, well, ribosomes, what do? They make proteins. They are in all cells, even prokaryotes. They are the tiniest, and they're not surrounded by a membrane. The endoplasmic reticulum, ER for short, is where molecules are assembled and transported. Some are rough ER, when they're studded with ribosomes. That assembles proteins. But with no ribosomes, it's called the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. And then there's the Golgi apparatus. It sorts, packages materials for storage or secretion. And if you notice below, it looks kind of like a stack of pancakes. The lysosome contains chemicals. It breaks down waste and can digest food as well. If they accidentally break open in the cell, it digests the cell. So that is a dangerous thing. The vacuole is like a storage bubble. It's surrounded by a membrane and it stores things in animal cells. And it's huge in plant cells. Mitochondria and chloroplasts. These are my two favorite organelles, especially the mitochondrion. The mitochondrion's job is to make ATP. It's the only form of energy the cell can use. So it helps transform the energy in sugar. Without it, we would not have enough energy to survive. That's why it's called the powerhouse of the cell. The chloroplast, well, it does photosynthesis. It transforms the energy and light into the chemical energy of sugar. They're found in plants and in some single-celled organisms like Volvox and Euglena. See the green dots in the picture? Those are chloroplasts. Both of these are the coolest. They have their own DNA, different from the cells. They also are surrounded by a double membrane, and it's thought that the original mitochondria were actually other little cells that were really good at making ATP, and they were eaten by a bigger cell and not digested. They just stuck around and lived symbiotically making ATP, and now they're a part of all karyotic cells. Awesome! Centrioles organize cell division, as we will see when we talk about mitosis. And the cytoskeleton gives support and shape to the cell, kind of like our skeleton gives us support and shape. And finally, cell boundaries. All cells have cell membranes. It regulates what goes in and what comes out. If it doesn't have a membrane, it's not a cell. Cell walls, in some cells, protects the cells. It's hard and gives it a little bit of extra protection. But it doesn't do much to regulate what goes in or out. It has really big holes in it. Plant cells have these. Well, those are the cell parts. This program has been brought to you by ATP, the only form of energy the cell can use. Get it at your local mitochondria. Thanks.